Hey everyone, it's Joy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sharing the 3D embossing folder kit from Spellbinders for May 2023, and I'm going to be coloring it with the Olo markers. I got some new ones. I have another video that I colored with them. This is my second one, and yeah, so we're going to color this 3D embossing folder background. So here is that folder. It's super fun. We're going to create a slimline card for this, and so I've got a big panel of cardstock that I'm going to put in here because then I can decide when I trim it down what area I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. So I'm going to run this through my Platinum 6. I have the base plate and then the D plate for the 3D embossing folder. You can get this black Platinum 6 from scrapbook.com only. It's a collab between Spellbinders and scrapbook.com. I'm going to trim this down to 8 1/4 by 3 1/4. I decided I wanted the opening on the left-hand side for my sentiment. I tend to do everything on the right because I think just because I'm right-handed. But I decided to be different today and step outside my comfort zone. I am going to color these images with my Olo markers. Like I said, I just got them. I did one of my Shark Week card kits. It's the pop-up shark, and I gave a little review on these, what I think. I do really, really like them. They really color nice and smooth. Yeah, so I have some more things. So if you want to go reference that video, plus it's a cute video, but I do talk about that. Okay, so my Olo markers that I'm using, this, I got to remember what colors go to what because it's different than my Copic markers. So I believe the first color I used was BG 0.4, 0.7, and 0.8. This is YG 2.1, 2.3, and 2.5, I believe, if I'm wrong, but look at the caps, you guys, because I still have to get used to what is what because it is a little bit different. This I know is RV 0.1, 0.2, and 0.4. And you can see this is a half marker here. I ordered all of my colors in the half markers so I could get more colors. And you can, so like this marker here is 2 half colors screwed together. But because I had 3 colors in this color combination, 1 was without. But they do have handles that you can attach to it. I don't mind. They hold just fine in my hand when they're just a half marker, so it doesn't bother me at all. So those are the 3 color combinations that I was using, and yeah, that's how I'm using it. So if it looks funny, that's what's going on. But I do kind of show how they go together on that other video, so you can definitely check that out. So I've got that fun, bright pink. I wanted to make this a fun, bright, colorful card. What I like about coloring, and I don't do it often, but I do like the look of coloring the embossing folder images. They look like no line coloring, which I think is just a ton of fun. Do be careful at the edges, and because it can bleed out a little bit if you're saturating your cardstock a lot. I'm using my same Neenah Classic Crest Solar White cardstock, and this is what I use most of the time for Copic coloring. Okay, that other color was Y 2.0, 2.2, and 2.3. This is BG 2.1, 2.3, and 2.4. Then we have the OR 2.0, 2.2, 2.3, and 2.5. I don't think I used all of those. I did not use 2.5, I don't believe. So ignore that. I think I wrote it down because I was just looking at all the ends of the markers. Isn't that funny? So I'm going to finish coloring these last few here at the bottom, but look at how bright and colorful this is. Now, these balloons do have the little strings, and of course you have that pennant excuse me, pennant banner, and that has strings through it. So I used a black like Micron pen, and I'm tracing all of those lines carefully. It's not coming out perfect, but it's not a big deal. You just go gently over the line. Some of it's a little bit thicker, some of it's a little bit thinner, but it actually still looks really, really good. But look at how adding those black lines makes everything come to life. Then of course, I'm going to bring in my white gel pen and add all of these highlights all over my balloons, because that just adds that little extra detail that makes them feel alive, gives them that kind of shiny look. And yeah, I love how these turns out. I did notice, some of my edges weren't perfect because some of the ink bled over just a little bit. And I don't know, I'm a little shakier now these days than I've ever been. I've always had a really steady hand, but lately, not so much. but it's okay. It still is cute. Then I decided to add some little stripes to the teal parts of the banner. Just 2 white stripes just to give that a little extra something something. Look at how cute that is. Then we want to do a sentiment, and I'm also going to adhere this to a card base, which measures 8.5 by 3.5 for a slimline card. So, oh, I forgot about this. We're going to flick the background, and it looks like I'm flicking hard. I am not. So I'm taking the marker and gently flicking inside the lid outward. But it is really gentle, so it did not hurt the tips of my markers at all. I'm not going like against the grain or anything of the marker tip, and I'm using the brush tips on these, but it gave a fun splatter effect all over. And these are tiny splatters, you guys, but it looks like confetti going everywhere with all of these balloons. So that was a fun background addition. I totally forgot that I did that. I filmed this a few days ago. Usually I voice over the day I film, but that didn't happen this time. Okay, so I'm using scrapbook.com's Happy Birthday stamp set. There's tons of great sentiments in this, and I like the one that says "Let's eat cake" because I'm all for the cake. So I'm inking that up with black ink, and then I can trim that out with my paper trimmer, and we can pop that in place. But I think it's a fun, playful sentiment, and this background is really a lot of fun. So I'm going to line that up, trim that out with my Tim Holtz trimmer. And of course, if you guys have followed me long enough, you know I love my sentiments to have dimension. So I'm going to pop this up with some foam sticky strips, or 1 foam sticky strip. I can put that in place, and then this card is finished. And look at how cute it is. Okay, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.